Hello, Connor.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Not bad. Welcome to this beautiful new set we've got.
Yes, a lot of time and effort went into making it. Probably about 2 weeks worth of time has gone into making this set, and it's already kind of fucked in the sense that
What do you mean?
it's eight. For context, we've been here all day today. There's been 3 weeks.
It's at 8 p.m.
Yeah, it's 8 p.m. right now. We've been here all day. You gotta hear everything up.
1 p.m.?
Yeah, well, we went and saw the movie. Not the movie that. No, we are talking about Wicked right now.
No, we're not.
No, we are.
Where are we?
Yeah, we're talking about
We are.
Wicked.
Yeah, my Wicked outfit.
Yeah, Wicked. We're talking about Wicked. Yeah, we went and saw Wicked at 10 a.m.
Uh-huh.
and it was like an hour and a bit drive. So I woke up at 8, which isn't too bad. But like, yeah, it's been 8.
No, you woke up at 8.
8 until 8.
Tragedy.
Well, it's 8 o'clock now. We're finally recording because we've been fucking setting this set up all day, all last few weeks.
What he's trying to say is you're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome for the effort that we've gone through on this one.
And this effort.
Yeah, my toes are out.
Yeah.
That's how much effort I put in. And as you can see on the video, it's already fucked because the exposure
I'm
is
a bit blown.
Yeah, we're very blown up in terms of the exposure, the lighting. There's not enough hours in the day. We had to get it done now. I could probably fix it if I had another 30 minutes of fucking around with the lights and stuff, but I think it's a camera setting, if I'm being honest. I think it's something to do with the camera. Regardless,
Anyway.
I'm going to try to lower it in post. If not, we can use these two new close-up angles.
If not, I'm going to need you all to imagine it looks good.
Yeah, imagine that we look about 20% less blown out. Yeah. But speaking of which, a movie that
Something blown out. Yeah, Wicked.
No. Well, it is a bit long. I did feel...
No, I meant like my expectations were blown out.
Oh, right. I thought you meant like the length was blown out.
No, my expectations were certainly blown. I didn't expect it to be as good as it was.
It was weirdly, maybe not weirdly, but it was like wildly good compared to what my expectations
I've seen the trailer. I've seen all the drama involved with it. Well, not all of it, but drama with like...
It was like one piece of drama, really.
The poster, every interview with the two of them looks like they're held at gunpoint.
That's every press junket though, because with those things, they do them for like 3 months straight, and it's like, imagine the same questions over and over and over again.
Yeah, everything about Wicked going in said this is gonna suck.
Yeah,
and it did for the first 20 minutes.
No, it didn't. Even I was pretty like not hooked, but I was like. I was giving it a chance for the first 20 minutes, and it was...
I don't know, okay, maybe I had to, like, mentally use those 20 minutes to put myself in, because, I don't know, I had prejudice that it would be bad, and I hated it for 20 minutes. But then, it got me.
Yeah.
And then it was good.
It was, again, it was surprisingly good. I know nothing about Wicked, the musical.
I haven't had the fortune of seeing the musical live.
No. It always felt like, or it always looked to me like, an unnecessary addition to the Wizard of Oz universe made by theater kids, that kind of feel to it.
Yeah.
Like, very unnecessary.
I had no idea it was about the Wizard of Oz for multiple years after it had come out.
Yeah, same. I had heard good things about it, obviously, but I feel like almost like Cats, people love Cats.
Yeah.
So...
Well, I mean, I still haven't seen the full musical, and obviously this is part 1, and we haven't seen part 2, so I don't know how it ends, but so far... I don't know, the message of Wicked seems to be that, like, fascists get away with it. Don't they win in the end? They kill the witch?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's not really a spoiler, since it's a spoiler for Wizard of Oz, which was, what, like, 50s?
Everyone knows what...
Well, yeah, everyone knows what happens to the witch, the Wicked Witch of the West, who is the main protagonist of this movie. Before we get into that, though, I do want to just... In summary, yes, I recommend it for people. I think it's probably the best movie. Best movie. No, Dune 2 came out this year, didn't it?
That was this year.
Yeah, okay. Probably not the best movie. And there's a bunch of other indie movies that are significantly probably more investing and better. But in terms of like blockbuster hits, I think this is definitely up there with Dune.
It's a movie I'd say you have to go watch in the cinema though.
Yeah, for sure. It's that big kind of event
thing, and there's a lot of people, and God forbid you have some theater kids in there singing along. It'll be a bit of an experience.
Yeah,
watching it at home.
No, you won't get the same experience.
If I had watched this movie at home, I'd have turned it off in the first 20 minutes.
Really?
And I wouldn't have kept watching.
Why? I didn't have that feeling at all during the first 20 minutes.
The first 20 minutes was just the most eye roll bored. The music, the opening song sucked. All the scenes with like the children was horrible, and I mean, again, like I've said this to you when we walked out, but I was like, the premise is everyone doesn't like her because she's green. I was like, I don't fucking care. She's green.
Yeah, that's you. But
There's bigger problems in the world. Like, why can the ape talk? Why is there a bear nurse?
The ape doesn't talk. That's the significant point of the movie.
The interspecies politics
Yeah.
was incredibly investing.
It was. And again, this was my issue with it. Like you said, with the whole green thing, like, okay, for the premise, the Wicked Witch of the West, she's born green,
She's green,
and everyone hates her because of it. But it runs juxtapositional or in contradiction to the entire world because they worship the color green.
The Emerald City.
Emerald City, everyone loves green and shit. But as soon as it's on a person, like I would think if someone was born with green skin, that would be like, holy shit, it's Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, this is our Messiah.
Also,
and she is.
Why did everyone like jump to hating her? Like,
immediately.
yeah.
I get, like, the message was like, we hate other people, which is kind of funny coming from like the most token-esque characters, like people in wheelchairs and blind people that, like,
yeah, there's
are in
every other sort of like acceptable or disability.
everything. It's just green person who's green. That is too far.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get into it later when we talk about the actual movie, but there's a scene in the start where she shows up to the university and everyone sees a green person and freaks out. And they're all like, oh my God, your skin's naturally green. Me, if I'm at uni and I see that, I'm going to assume some dumbass had gone to a party the night before and was painted green.
Yeah.
Why was everyone just like, you were born that way?
Yeah, you see, I mean, yeah, if you saw a fully green person, you'd be a bit taken aback, but logically you'd be like, holy shit, we're in a world of magic and wizardry, and like this person's clearly like wearing makeup or
from the Emerald City where they all wear.
No, immediately just racism. Yeah, racism immediately, which is, I mean, sure. I get it. Like, you've got to have a point to the movie, a message to the movie, and it makes for a compelling narrative. So I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I hated the first 20 minutes because the setup was very.
You went from
teenage.
You went from saying I was checked out of the first 20 minutes, or I hate the first 20 minutes. What about the first 20 minutes?
If you'd let me speak.
Yeah. Well, what? It doesn't make sense.
The first 20 minutes was like the most eye-rolling teenage. Fucking barely even qualifies for teenage. It was just so childish and on the nose.
Are you talking about in the Munchkin village?
The Munchkin village, her birth, the whole like backstory, just like that whole.
Okay, the whole her birth and those scenes where she hangs out with a talking bear. And like she throws pebbles at kids who are bullying her and her little paraplegic sister. Yeah. Like, fine, that was.
I hated it because it was so childish and stupid, and I didn't like the song.
But aren't you happy that it got that out of the way?
Would you let me speak?
No.
Jesus Christ! What I'm trying to say is that I can understand not liking those 20 minutes because it had to be quick to set up something very succinctly. And then, well, not succinctly, but quickly, and then it got to the good part, which I now accept.
It felt like a video game those video games that you play for the first hour and then the splash screen comes on? Like Far Cry, Assassin's Creed does it all the time. Games like that.
Or Persona 5, where I play for 14 hours.
Yeah, and there's
the tutorial.
Yeah, and then the splash screen comes
on.
It was like, this was the first movie where I've seen kind of do that, like where.
Yeah, actually, I forgot about the splash screen.
Where it's like, you get like 20 minutes of musical and setting up what you were just talking about.
Yeah.
The initial momentum or the point of the movie, and you have that opening song and stuff. 20 minutes passes and then the splash screen happens. It's kind of like, and now we've started.
Yeah
Which again, like it needed to happen at some point. I honestly preferred this route as opposed to like a flashback halfway through the movie where they could have dived.
Loved it if it was like.
It would have slowed everything.
Her sitting there in a throne with like a sword, kind of like Noel, and was like, "I am the Wicked Witch of the West. This is my story," and started giving
like that. Yeah. Oh, imagine this made by the veteran writers. Holy shit, it'd be so good. It'd be so good, so incredible.
I don't know who wrote it, but they need to be on it.
Yeah. So acting across the board, fantastic.
Actually, really good.
Yeah, incredibly good.
Phenomenal.
Yep, she killed it.
Yeah,
killed it.
Not what I thought.
What was the other actress's name?
Cynthia Erivo.
Okay, yeah, she was also incredible. Honestly, in terms of performances, because shocker, this is a musical, I think Cynthia was like incredible, like way better than Ariana Grande, who herself was good. She wasn't like, she didn't miss on the songs either, really.
No,
but Cynthia was like next level.
She did great. I mean, in conjunction with my hating the first 20 minutes, it was genuinely Cynthia's first solo song.
Yes.
About 20 minutes in. Was it an I? Was it in me?
Wizard and I. Yeah.
Wizard and I. Yeah, that where I was like, okay, there's something here.
Yeah.
Her first note, I was like, wow, she's good.
Yeah, she's
and the scenery was cool.
Yeah, I was gonna lead into that. Like the art direction, the environments, everything looked incredible.
Well,
Way better than
actually one of my complaints.
Why?
Because we as a society have a pandemic.
I don't like we as a society
where we have lost the art of lighting. We understand the difficulty.
Yeah.
It is one of the most colorful, creative movies I've ever seen, except the colors are disgusting to look at.
I don't think they're disgusting to look at. I think if you bumped the saturation and got rid of the kind of...
Well, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you've got so much color that would look cool, but like the lighting is...
I don't think it's lighting. I think the lighting is fine. I think it's actually the color grading after.
Grading, lighting, all of that. I don't know. I just... There was so much potential there that could have been better.
Yeah.
There's one or two scenes where I was like, hey, they've done good here, and then it just go back to being bland.
When I say... I don't think bland's the right word. It's just like kind of... sludgy, and it's an issue that I found like all of modern cinema currently has, where the grading itself, and I don't know if it's an issue with how different projectors run in, because you got your IMAX and things. Maybe there's some kind of it's tough to like lock down a static color gamut, basically, maybe or something like that. Who knows? But yeah, I found it in a lot of different movies where even the colorful movies have this kind of monotony to them. Like, they don't bump up the saturation as much as you would think they should.
I remember seeing there was a show recently that kind of did a side-by-side recreation of as a homage to an older movie. And when you put them side by side, like this movie from the 70s has like the most amazing lighting. And then in a like scene for scene recreation, the lighting in the new one was just so flat.
Yeah, flat. That's the word, yeah.
Like it feels like you can tell that they're in like some Amazon lot with the lights just above them.
Yeah. Yeah, instead of hyper blown out in some storage shed where we are.
I think we should all just start smoking again, so there's that haze that adds like color to everything.
I actually really maybe I think we'd get in trouble if we
don't start smoking's bad, vaping's bad, don't do that. Don't do it.
But when I said visually, I agree with that.
Yeah, creative visually, there was a lot of like the set piece,
the set design, the costumes, how everything flowed. This is the first, oh man, coming from the last musical I watched, Joker. My God.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, see, all of their songs used
the setting, used the characters. Very interesting and compelling to look at while the music happens. So even if you're not, like, even if you don't like the music, and there are a few tracks in there that I was like, on. Yeah. I can't think of what they were now, but like, yeah, there were some that other people probably love, especially theater kids. But for me personally, there were some that didn't hit as hard as they probably should have, the tracks themselves, but the whole choreography of the scenes themselves, I don't think there was a single one that even that initial scene with the how what's her name, Gruntilda, what the fuck, the main character,
Elphaba.
Yeah, that one. The Wicked Witch. I'm horrible with names. Even when her mother was having the affair and that whole initial song, like it was a midpoint of the movie, like you said, like it was a pretty whatever moment of the movie, but the actual them dancing around the room and like
choreography was good.
Perfect.
Incredible. I think one of my favorite scenes, which again, it was like simultaneously my favorite and I was let down because the saturation or whatever was wrong, was during the Popular song. They've like Ariana Grande and Cynthia are both singing together, and then Cynthia leaves the scene, and then when it's Ari solo, Glinda like has her little solo and the lighting just goes all pink everywhere because it's her color, and I was like, this is great. If only the saturation was better.
Yeah.
I love that. It got creative. Like now that it was just her singing, the whole scene changed then and there.
I think it was all super creative in terms of what they were able to do.
Yeah.
I was pretty impressed by it.
Yeah, the CGI was fun.
Yeah. Yeah, there was, I think some of the animals were a bit rough around the edges in terms of how they were animated and stuff. But, whatever. At this point,
it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm not there for that. I'm there for the music.
What else do we want to talk about? We've done the visuals, the acting, the story is. But yeah, I thought it was
a lot better than I thought. I was genuinely invested
in her story.
The politics of the interspecies relationships, why the animals are being eradicated.
Yeah, I want to know why. It feels like
Yeah.
there were a lot of contrivances that just kind of happened.
I got to watch secret police charge into a university classroom, grab a goat by the horns, and drag him out screaming while the goat's going like, I'm being silenced. There's more going on here.
That moment when that happened, it was we both looked at each other. We're like, "What the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
What is Wicked?"
Yeah. It was great. I was so invested in that.
It was really good. It was really funny. Actually, a few laughs.
There was actually a majority of the laughs came from Ariana Grande. Glenda's character was very funny.
I was gonna say, every single character in the movie apart from Green Woman is Fava, whatever. Excruciating.
Erasing her identity.
Shut up. She's not a real person. They're all horrible people. They're all awful people. Every single one of them. Even the one other person who you're like, oh, she might be nice. Spoiler.
Which one's that one?
She's the most evil one. She's the teacher.
Oh, the teacher.
Yeah. She's the most evil one. Everyone apart from the animals and goats and whatever.
Oh, yeah, the animals were the nice.
Yeah, they're nice, obviously, because they're oppressed. Everyone else was literally the worst. Horrible people. Hated every single one of them. Awful people. None more so than Galinda, who may very well be she's my sleep paralysis demon. She's awesome.
That you're accurately naming her Galinda.
Yeah, I remember her. It's because it was brought up a million times during the movie.
Yeah, there is a scene on how to pronounce her name correctly.
Yeah, so I was able to learn it then instead of Alfaba's. Galinda.
I really liked her character. She was great.
Oh, I loved her. She was entertaining. I just hated her.
She was so grating, but then she was so fun. And there was a lot of scenes where like they would interact. Well, I mean, they hate each other at the start, but then they kind of become friends. And there's a lot of scenes where I'm like, you're a horrible person, but you know what? I'm into this. I kind of like you. You're fun. Yeah, I would forget for a second how much of a horrific person
she's a horrible person. Terrible person, but she does kind of redeem herself in the middle. And then
irredeemably think about it that she kills her friend.
Well, eventually, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that is one of the funniest parts of the movie to me, is that there's this incredibly emotional kind of story going on here, and it all ends with her just dying to a water puddle, like water at the end.
Some kid from Bumfuck Tennessee,
not even involved in the story, just shows up, pours water on her, and she melts into a...
Where's Dorothy from? Oklahoma?
Yeah, something like that.
Tornado Valley, I think.
And then all the bad people win in the end, like obviously, Galinda is still alive, and
talentless fascists that use theatrics to control the populace.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum. Jeff Goldblum's the only one that I was like, this is just Jeff Goldblum.
He's playing himself.
He does it fine, obviously, but it's like every single time I see Jeff Goldblum on the screen, it's the same thing.
He is playing himself, but it adds to the character of the wizard because it is all theatrics and.
Yes, but I feel like I got slightly more senile instead of eccentric. And it's just how Jeff Goldblum is now.
Two different sides.
No, the scene, like I could see him visually forgetting his lines, and that's the issue.
You saw him thinking about the lines.
Yeah. It was like
it wasn't acting.
Yeah, he's not all there anymore. I feel, and that might be controversial, but that's how I feel. That's how I feel.
So you're calling it now, like within the year, we'll see a allegation or something about Jeff Goldblum having Alzheimer's or memory loss. Or retiring.
Oh, I mean, he's like 80, isn't he?
Is he?
He's like, I thought he's 70s. He looks great. He still looks great. Obviously, he's Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, all that adrenochrome.
Yeah. Well, what did he said to his children, "Row your own boats. You're not getting any of my money." I bet he takes their blood too to keep himself young.
Yeah, that's where you get these adrenochrome from. It's why they have
Blood Boy
kids. Blood Boy.
Yeah, Blood Boy's
his name. Blood Boy and Blood Girl.
Yeah, that's what he named them. Yeah, great movie.
Great movie. There was a lot of callbacks, like to the Wizard of Oz, the way they would do how the Yellow Brick Road was introduced, or how she got her witch outfit,
she's
like
cute.
The hat. It was cute.
It wasn't like over the top kind of eye rolling.
It was
like
fancy in the way you want it.
Yeah, It was implemented well.
All the characters were fun, as you were saying. I loved the prince.
Yeah, I knew you would.
He was just so much fun.
He was fun.
He's the one character that's actually really nice.
Well, he doesn't start off nice.
He does start off nice.
Oh, he does actually start off nice in the forest. Yeah,
but then he's kind of facade he puts on, and it's very fun.
Yeah, you're right. He might, the last time we see him in the movie is literally him. She like radicalizes him.
Yeah, he actually radicalized a prince.
Yeah,
it's pretty good shout.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah, so he's probably going to be a big part in the second movie.
I'd hope so. I like Jonathan Bailey. He did good.
Yeah.
He could sing too, actually. His song was good. I didn't love all the songs.
That's what I was saying. There was some that were kind of like mid.
My problem was that a few of them, mostly the songs around the middle of the movie,
Kind of sounded the same.
blended into each other. They sounded the same. I couldn't really recall what they are.
Yeah, but the big ones, they hit really, really hard.
Yeah, they did.
And it's a tie between the visuals, where you're at in the story, the acting, obviously.
The solo songs were good.
Yeah, like that last song, I forget what it's called, Whirlwind or something. Gravity, yeah. I was talking to, because my girlfriend went and saw it with us, because she was very excited for it.
Yeah, I had to go sit in a dark corner.
Yeah, well, we sat together.
I'm in a review show and I'm just pushed off to the corner.
Over there. Well, it was a very special moment for her.
Yeah.
She was very excited for it. She loved it, obviously. And I was like, I thought you told me that there was a song that you were really excited for called Whirlwind in the movie. And I was waiting for Whirlwind to show up, and I couldn't remember. She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I never said anything about Whirlwind. That's not a song at all.
Really?
Yeah, what are you talking about? And I was like, are you sure?
Are you sure you didn't?
I think I dreamt it,
Are
maybe.
you thinking of Joker 2?
Yeah, it might have been a song in Joker 2. Who knows? But yeah, that last song, Gravity.
I think every solo song that each character kind of had individually.
No, but even the like popular or whatever, that was fun and good.
Oh yeah, the duets were really good.
Yeah.
The one of the best set wise was the one that explains the wizard and like the Emerald City when they first get there.
Yeah.
It was a fun way to also include the original two actors. Cast
Of the
play. But that one was fun. That was going around the city, the whole set pieces, the very circus like. That was entertaining.
It was good.
When I think about the characters, I just think about all the side characters, how much a dick they are.
Yeah, they're just so unlikable.
Unlikable.
And they don't redeem themselves at all during the movie, really. Like, it goes from them being enemies, then the popular song happens. Or, sorry, everyone hating her, then the popular song happens.
They have the emotional scene within the dance club under the water or whatever. Like,
yeah, but they hate her until again, I feel like none of it is earned because
none of it is earned. Everyone starts being nice to her after the popular girl approves of her, but it's like, it's disgusting.
And they're like, fuck you guys.
It's incredibly cruel.
Yeah.
I don't know the actor's name. I've seen him in some other stuff, but the gay Asian, so mean.
So
narcissistic,
insufferable to be around.
Oh my god, he's horrible.
Horrible. And then he's like got a fat friend as well who like
He's also very mean.
Yeah, everyone else is so friendly with each other, loves each other. There's no enemies.
And she's there.
Oh, I guess apart from the here's something. The Munchkins, weren't they meant to be like small?
Well, there's this scene with the prince where the
he's
Munchkins
like that much smaller
on the books, and in the world of men, being an inch smaller than another man.
Oh, yeah, that's life changing.
He's a Munchkin.
But I thought, correct me if I'm wrong, but Wizard of Oz, they were literal small people.
Yes.
So when they grew up, or
I said yes to that blindly. I haven't watched
you don't
Wizard
know?
of Oz in a long time.
I thought they were like the like Ewoks, basically, of the Wizard of Oz universe, because I thought they used like same actors and stuff.
I don't know.
Fuck, I don't know either now.
I'm sure they're tiny. But the Munchkins are meant to be. Yeah, no, I think they were.
Yeah, because they go, follow the little brick road.
Yeah.
Follow the yellow brick road.
What?
Yeah, they got little squeaky voices because they're so short.
Yeah. But I want to know, I hope number 2 goes into this. What are like the lore implications of the lion?
No, fuck that. What are the lore implications of the Munchkins? Did they get retroactively made small? Does the wizard make them all small?
That could actually be a point. Maybe.
Oh, maybe she hates Munchkins.
Yeah.
But then no, because at the start of this movie, Galinda shows up and they're all normal size. In the yellow brick.
But remember, her disabled sister is dating a Munchkin, and maybe he breaks her heart, and then she's like, fuck the Munchkins, you broke my sister's heart, and then curses all Munchkins to be...
It didn't seem like her sister liked her that much either.
No, her sister liked her, but it was like, she's a younger sister in her first days at uni, and your older sister is kind of, still in the limelight in a negative way.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing.
Have you ever been in that situation?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, your brother is actually like pretty Chad.
Don't say that. It's not going on record.
You said he's like a aircraft engineer and he's like 4 years younger than you, and here you are in
I'm doing cool things, okay? My mom's really proud of me. He's also a whore who's had chlamydia.
This is going to turn into a gossip show.
I'm just role playing Galinda.
Hopefully he doesn't watch this episode, or your mum.
I don't think he knows what I do.
Okay, sweet.
Mum would probably see this. It's just like, be nicer to your brother. No.
He has to learn.
He knows what he did.
What, be successful?
No.
Get chlamydia.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, that's about it for me in terms of...
I mean, yeah, I'd say watch it. I'd give it a 8 out of 10.
I would go as high... Maybe this is because I secretly, not so secretly, like musicals. Like
I love musicals.
I loved La La Land, and this gave me La La Land vibes.
Yeah. It gave you La La Land vibes.
It did.
It's not quite the horror movie La La Land is.
What do you mean? La La Land is great.
No, it is great. But it's just
Horror movie?
It's scary, man.
Why? Because you're afraid of being alone?
You just love a woman and then she...
Oh, right, yeah. I mean, it's a sad ending, for sure.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about La La Land.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is. Well, this is a sad ending as well, to be fair.
Yeah, you know what? I've got to actually, talking about that, like the single first movie being almost as long or if not longer than the musical. And I was like, what the fuck? Like having a part one that is as long or longer than the whole musical just to do a part two. But then the pacing was actually not as bad as I thought it would be. It worked. I never felt bored. Every scene I was invested.
It's long. It's definitely long,
It's
but
long,
it doesn't...
for sure.
I didn't leave there thinking, like, well, they could have cut this section out. They could have cut this section out.
Yeah, I think the set
pieces.
pieces helped.
Yes.
Yeah, they helped a lot. It didn't leave me wanting.
A lot of different visual areas of the film that felt pretty different.
You're right there, mate.
Damn, I'm getting all emotional. It was a pretty emotional movie.
Yeah.
I did feel bad.
I cried.
Almost.
I cried.
Okay, you cried? That's a bit...
No, well, it was for the guac I saw.
Yeah. Oh my god. He got up and he was stained in like...
I've been walking
different
around all day. You're taking me to like...
What? I'm taking you everywhere.
7 different large retail venues, and I'm just covered in grease.
Yeah, you look disgusting.
Greasy boy.
We should have gone to like a clothes shop and just bought you a new shirt.
Maybe.
Yeah. I would be pretty embarrassed if I was walking around like that.
I am a bigger man.
Happy to make everyone else uncomfortable.
I owned it.
You did.
Yeah.
You walked around proud.
What's there to be proud of?
Or the guac that you had.
Yeah,
This is a sign. It's like how the most virtuous and popular people back in the Greek days were the really fat, obese ones because it was a sign that they ate well. You ate very well.
I ate
and
very
people
well.
could tell because it was all over your shirt.
It's very ironic because I think that happened maybe 30 seconds after the prince was introduced, and I was seeing him and I'm like, damn, this guy's hot. He got you all like, I want to be like that guy. I just covered myself in grease.
Yeah, like
And I was like, oh, man, I'm never going to be that guy. I want to be a hot prince.
You're a hot prince, don't worry.
Oh, really?
You can take us out. I recommend it. I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
I give it an 8.
Okay.
Do better at lighting.
Us.
Yeah.
This is a message to us.
It's a message to everyone. Relearn the art of lighting.
It's not lighting.
It is
it's
lighting.
Grading.
It's so dead. All of it. Color grading, lighting.
It's just great.
Do better.
It's the lighting is fine. They've got lighting down. It's just the only thing that's annoying with lighting in the modern era to me is when films are shot night for day. I think it's called the term where they shoot it in the day and then just grade it to be dark afterwards to make it look like night.
Yeah, or they just shoot it in a fucking blank room where it's super dark and don't do any lighting.
Like the Game of Thrones fucking shit.
Yeah. Bring back the blue gradient on everything
Yeah,
from the 80s and the 90s.
that cool night feel.
Yeah. Bring back smoking. Don't do that.
Thank you for watching this episode of Real Boys. This is a shorter one just for now, just because we got to shoot 2 episodes today and it's already 8 o'clock because we missed.
Oh, don't reveal the magic. This is a separate episode.
Well, they're going to see that not as the same recording day because the next episode is going to be blown out the arsehole with the lighting as well. So, hey.
I'm trying to reserve the movie magic. That's why we're here. It's what we love. It's what the people that watch it love. They love the magic of the movies.
We do love movies.
Yeah.
So do we. I don't actually... I am pretty pale, but this is actually astonishingly bad. I'm sorry for everyone at home.
Yeah. God. Who knew lighting would make you want to get a tan?
Next time, we'll come back with tans.
Is there spray tan in the corner?
We were gonna get dressed up as Wicked, like the Witcher, but the stuff got delayed in Amazon shipping, so unfortunately we weren't able to. Otherwise, you would have seen Connor in green face.
Well,
in a very
you're
special
still
moment.
going to get that delivered, so I'll wear it for just a completely unrelated movie.
Good. Hopefully there's a new Shrek movie. There is a new Shrek.
There is a Trek 5.
Yeah.
Red 1, you'll see me in a witch outfit.
No, you're coming to Santa Claus for that one.
Oh.
And I get to be your little elf.
Do you want me covered in grease and oil yet again?
Cookies. All right. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Real Boys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.